Okay, good evening everybody. Hello guys. Can you hear me? Is this working fine? We have a new evening appointment. I mean evening in Europe if you're watching it live, otherwise it's whatever time you're watching the video. But this time we have a different concept for our live stream. The only thing that stays the same, it's our invited guests, which cannot be changed over the editions. If I manage to unmute their conversations on this crazy video conferencing tool, then I'm gonna be able to introduce them to you. But it seems like I cannot. Now, either they're pulling a prank on me, which is entirely possible if you know these two guys, or it's just a computer issue. No.
I'm been unmuted, finally.
Being unmuted. And I think that you also deserve to be shown on video. Here you are. We have Lucky-Sixes from the Proxy Table Gaming channel, and very oddly this time he's going to be the first who's going to be introduced of the two, because usually it's Hyper-G introducing Lucky-Sixes, but this time we're going to make it the opposite, in the opposite direction. So introducing.
And this is Hyper-G.
Yay!
Hello everyone. I'm not going to have a funky hello. I'm not going to bring myself down to that level. I'm just, I just.
He's funky.
Yeah.
It's like integrated funkiness. You don't need to do anything specifically. It's
there.
just kind of works.
Get what you're saying.
All right.
Yeah.
So let me say hello, guys, to our friends in the chat. Thank you for being there and letting us know that everything works. And I think that this time we're gonna have a quicker match than the one we had last time, because this time we decided to change the format.
A little bit.
Just a little bit. No, like 2 hours and 40 minutes plus the 5 minutes at the beginning of the show, which didn't have much about me from fixing myself a drink and the background music. But this time, and I'm launching the Universal Battle chat right now. All right. I think that you can now see. Yeah, okay. Everybody should be able to see the background now. So the concept that we are exploring for this video is to make a series of 4 super short 1 unit versus 1 unit matches. In a concept that's called, temporarily called ThunderSquads. This was an idea by Blackbird. Hello, Blackbird, if you're watching this now or later on. And user Blackbird, do you think that's for an ornithology interests, or is he just like a McCartney fan? I don't know. Never easy to say.
I think his mother was a blackbird.
That's why didn't I consider the most obvious option? Of course. Thank you for smacking some sense into this show. And so the original concept was a forum user declares a unit 300 points, and then there's another forum user that replies with a counter to the previous unit, and so on and so forth. And this was a lot of fun for a few days. And so we decided to readapt the concept to something that can be done on Universal Battle, which means that we have the 2 players, Lucky-Sixes and Hyper-G. They selected 4 units each, and then we made some crazy pairings with some interesting options about how to match one versus the other. And what we have now is, if you allow me to load the appropriate map, meaning that I have to find the appropriate map. This should be the one, right? Yes, looks like this is the one. So let's give Universal Battle the time to load the map. Cool, exactly. So what we are gonna do is we're gonna take the units that have been selected by our 2 players, and we're gonna have a match in this first quadrant. Then we're gonna have another match in quadrant 2. And then another one in 3. That's the best 3 I can write here. And this is 4. I'm gonna spare you me driving a 4. All right.
I've never seen a better 3 than that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's more or less the plan for the evening. 4 units, and I am gonna let Hyper-G and Lucky-Sixes decide with which battle they want to start, load the units, and you know, introduce them to us so that we know what they do, like 1-2 minutes each, 1 minute each actually, and then we can start with the first battle.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Cool.
Yeah, really excited for this. Very much looking forward to it. So, Lucky-Sixes, are you happy to start top left, and then we'll work our way clockwise?
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, great. So, folks who are watching and eagerly awaiting my glorious victory, you can see, or you will shortly see, top left, our very first battle is going to be, if you followed the thread on the forum, you already know this. It's going to be Bombardiers versus Rampadons. So very much
big one.
looking forward to this one. Yeah,
All
they're all
right.
big ones.
Well, that's what she said.
Shush you. Don't bring it down to that level straight away.
Okay, give it a bit of
So,
time.
yeah. So I've just placed 4 Bombardiers in the top left area. I'm sure Lucky-Sixes will at some point place some Rampadons. I think it's 4 on 4 actually, isn't it?
We are.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
such.
totally even. Oh, you've got a champion. Oh, actually, I think I might have a champion as well. Actually, I think I better
we got
include him.
champs.
Yeah,
Oh,
both have champs.
challenge.
Yeah, we should settle it the old-fashioned way and just send our champions forward, shouldn't we? Okay.
We should.
Yeah, let's not. Oh, sorry, I'm moving the middle bits around.
I was
Okay,
carefully
so
placing. Okay.
Lucky-Sixes, do you want to put out all our units in the quadrants so people can see where we're going next, etc., before we start the first one?
Ah, yeah, nice.
Yeah, let's just crack on. Number 1.
All right. Right, fair enough. So we've done a very rigorous system of deciding who decides what, so that we're ready for the battles.
Mhm.
And in quadrant 1 on the top left, I believe I chose for the units involved to be in this quadrant. So that means that Lucky-Sixes gets the choice of which deployment zone to use, and also who goes first. So if he chooses the deployment zone, he gets to go first. That's basically how it works. So that's why we're both in the middle.
I'll go
So
over
again,
here.
you're going for the left side. Okay, cool.
I'll deploy and go first.
Yep, lovely. So I will choose the right side, and we need to be 24 inches apart. So very much like a normal night page battle, really.
Yeah.
So am I right in thinking that they're 36, the quadrants?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we're 24 inches apart, then that leaves us a 6-inch deployment zone each.
Look at that.
I'm going to keep on moving those things.
This will be the deployment zone. You can use this meter here as a reference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anywhere in here. Cool.
Oh, cool. Excellent. You've already got that there. I don't need to do that. Brilliant.
1, 2, 3,
Cool.
4,
So
5,
yeah,
6.
over to you then for your deployment, Lucky-Sixes.
I will deploy.
There's just one thing before you start the deployment. You can click on the individual pieces of terrain so that you can see what they are,
Oh,
because that might be misleading. So, for example, this ziggurat kind of thing is ruins. Then you have fields, small impassable, and 3 water sections. Right.
Brilliant. Nice one.
Right.
Cool. So you've deployed
Well,
front and center.
I'm going to go there. No, yeah, actually, I will.
Okay.
Hang on. There. Front and center.
And you have Vanguard. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, brilliant. Okay. So I will deploy just here because I have no intention of coming to you. Go on then. Vanguard it up, baby.
Cool, so How far are we apart? You must have left us loads apart. If I go 12, I'm 60. Yeah, all right, okay. Well, I will Vanguard using the tools. 12 inches to...
Yeah, so Rampedons are obviously the more mobile of the two, and Bombardiers have got the range. So we'll see. Obviously, Rampedons can use the Vanguard to close the gap, as they're already doing. Probably worth explaining the scoring system for each quadrant, basically. If you manage to keep more than 50% of your HP on the board whilst removing 50% of the opponent, I believe you get 2 points for that. And if you only manage one of those two, then you get 1 point. But that'll be explained at the end of quadrant 1, in case I'm wrong. Okay, so that's your Vanguard, yeah?
Last thing that I wanted to mention, I'm giving you stars for the different turns. So it's 3 turns on each side, and we already know that Lucky-Sixes is going to start. So I gave 2 here in the top left corner, and then 3 next to the water feature for Hyper-G.
Nice.
Right. You can delete them as you take your turn.
Yeah, brilliant. Cool. So turn 1, Lucky-Sixes, bring it on.
Absolutely.
I'm so glad you can't charge. Because you really would.
Absolutely would. Right, what is your line of sight? Yes, there are loads. So if I go 60, I'll use the undo button.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of that tonight.
16 inches puts me there. And I believe that puts me out of your line of sight.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
So I'm going there. I've got throwing javelins.
Poison javelins,
obviously no magic.
so I will... Go on. No, I was going to say... Go for it. Do some damage.
Yeah, there's no magic, so straight on to shooting. So, 4 shots with poison. I'm quick, are they quick to fire?
Yes.
So hitting on a 4, quick to fire, long range because I'm over 4 inches, or is it 12?
Yeah.
It's long range either way.
It's 12.
So
it's
5
long range either way.
With 5s with 6s poison.
Yeah. Right.
So 1, no poison, down.
Yep.
And strength is 3.
Great. Yeah, it is.
That's a wound.
Oh, nice. Cool. I believe I've got 6 up armor.
Oh man.
Good start.
All right, I'm really happy that I kept this to myself. But Andreas from the chat said, "Good luck, unlucky ones. Hope your dice are better this time around." I didn't say a word because I wanted his wish to shine through action.
Thank you, Andreas. I need all the support I can this time. I think after that, but hopefully I'll remember the rules again. So, but
cool. So I think that's your uneventful turn 1. Is that right?
Yes.
To be fair, you've got a lot further forward than I probably anticipated. So that extra ½ an inch that I left between the board edge and my unit, I'm actually already regretting. But anyway, so you've left me out of charge arc, so I will have to, I can't shoot you, with any of my models at the moment. But my hand cannons are move quick to fire. So fortunately, I can move 6 inches. So 6 inches to there. I do want to make the most of being able to shoot, and ideally I'd love to charge you and get an impact hit, but can't get everything. So what is this terrain? Is that any kind of terrain cover rather? It's just water terrain, isn't it? So it's not going to be cover.
Yeah, it's water terrain.
Yep, and I'm going to be in close range, so we'll go straight to shooting, and I'll try and unload some hand cannons on you. I imagine the charge is going to come in, and you're going to be within 8 inches, so there's no stand and shoot. So it's going to be combat after this, which is interesting. So we do need some damage to be done here. So hand cannons.
Let's see how good that hard target is, eh?
Yeah, 46 shots. Ooh, a couple of ones, so 12 shots. Rounded out, okay. So they hit on 4s. They're quick to fire. They're short range. So just hard target for 5s. You agree?
Correct.
Boom. It's going well. It is going well. Okay, shouldn't speak too soon.
Andreas, can you take that back?
I can't believe it. I can't watch.
Okay.
I can't watch.
Strength 4, wounding on 3s. Nice. So, yeah.
Right, so I think I've got some 6 saves to make.
I think you have. Yes, AP2,
5.
so you're left with a 6 up. 5, yes, 5 wounds.
Yeah, I did one.
Well done. And good job you're fearless, because you're not going to panic from that. Yes. No. Let's see what those two can do.
Well.
Obviously now you're going to choose not to charge me.
Obviously.
So over to your turn 2.
Yes. So
it's even better because you forgot to put your prey scent on, so I'm loving it.
Oh, is that it? Is that right?
Yeah.
I just couldn't choose what unit to shoot.
Yeah, exactly. It's too many choices. I'll let you have it now. I'm such a nice guy like that.
Oh, cheers, mate. Right, so I am going to go...
No problem.
I'm not going to charge. I'm going to go 10 inches. To here.
Actually, you want to do... Before we undo that, you need to do a frenzy test, mate.
Oh, yeah. Cold-blooded?
Yeah, I think discipline 6 or 7.
Yeah, it's 6.
Frenzy tests are maximised, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So, being cold-blooded, do I take 4 dice or do I take 1 away?
I think you take 4 dice and then you take away the highest and the lowest.
Okay. So I'm leadership 6.
Yeah, in effect it cancels it out, but you know.
So I think
you're going
they
in,
have
mate.
to charge.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm happy with that or not, to be fair, but it's going to happen.
I think so, mate. I think so.
Them is the rules.
Okay. So I am in. I wanted one more turn of shooting, I think, but especially after that. But hey ho.
Well, I think your maneuverability would have meant that you could shoot and I couldn't for one more turn. So yeah.
So we're on to combat. So being that you're loaded.
Right,
yeah, let's bring it on. So
yeah, why not?
I'll go first because. So does my
you're going to be higher agility.
Skink have an extra attack?
No, just the Rumpedon gets the bonuses.
No, like being a champion.
Oh yeah, yeah. I guess it would be the Skink. Yeah, actually, it would. Yeah, the Rumpedon doesn't get the champion bonus, just the Skink. That's right.
Yeah. So I'll do the Skink champion first. Yeah. So he is. If I look on my easy to read cheat sheet, my offensive skill is 2, and yours is 3. So I'm hitting on 4 with my Skink chap.
Yep.
1 hit. I've got light lances, so I'm wounding on 4s.
Yep.
No,
unlucky.
He doesn't do anything. Unlucky. Nope. So I will D3, and I'll change it to be D3 for my one in the challenge. Okay.
Good.
So I've got 3 attacks.
Yes, you do.
I am hitting with him. Offensive, I think, is 4. Yeah. No, 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that
but
makes
with battle
sense.
focus and lethal strike. So
And re-rolls to
hitting on 4s with re-rolls to hit. So
Yeah.
2 go through. Just 2.
one
I get
for
an
battle
extra 1
focus.
because of battle focus.
Yeah.
And strength is 4, toughness 4.
Mm-hmm.
Just the 1.
Yeah, and it is lethal strike. So I only had a 6 up armor to begin with, but it would be 1
Yeah.
wound.
Cool.
Okay, I'm happy enough with that.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So the other guy, the skink, hits. Strength 4, toughness 4, does not wound.
Oh, unlucky.
I will D3 for 2 on my other
Yeah,
chap.
so
4 attacks. Hitting on 4s with a reroll.
ooh.
It's not going well.
Ooh.
Um,
No battle
so
focus.
2 go through, 4s, so 1 wound.
And that is not lethal strike. Strength 4, AP2 though, so that isn't a wound. Yeah. So that is not on the champ. That's on a standard guy. So now I'm attacking back. I think that could have got better for you, Lucky-Sixes.
Yeah, I need a drastic whiff.
Yeah. I mean, they're only bombardiers. They're not like fighting ogres, but we'll see.
Ogres.
So in the challenge, yeah, exactly. We'll start with the challenge. So 4 attacks on him, and I am offensive skill 3, and I believe you're offensive skill 1, because they're all about the attack. So I'm actually going to be hitting you on 3s. But here we go. So 3 hits. I'm going to be strength 4, and you're going to be resilience 3. So I'm going to be wounding you on 3s. Ouch. So yeah, it's only going to be 8-1 though. So yeah.
So 2 wounds, so he's dead. The champ's dead.
Mm-hmm. And
so yeah, 2 guys on the other one.
Yeah, that's right. So 6 attacks. Ooh, so hitting on 3s, so that's only 3. And wounding on 3s. Yep, 2. So armor. Oh, hello.
In
He's
match
alive.
1, we didn't even have to wait for match 3 or 4.
Interesting. I mean, this is interesting because I think that means you will win combat.
I've got a charge and 2 wounds to your 2 wounds. Cool. You
So
are
interestingly,
not steadfast.
I am indeed, but I mean, there's a lot on the roll. Oof. Phew, I thought I'd just get on with that roll because it was a bit scary, really. Because it felt like I won that combat, so if I were to run, it would have been a little bit disappointing. So yeah, there we go. I've held around.
Well, it's not looking good.
It's not looking great for you, no. But you know,
I've got faith though. I've got faith.
Just some more 6-up armors, you'll be fine. So on to
exactly.
Ogre's turn 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna take one.
So obviously we're locked in combat. We are locked in combat. So it's back to your Ramphadon rider.
Okay, well, I'll go my guy on top because he's going to do a wound this time. So hitting on 4s.
You haven't played with the skinks very much, have you?
No.
That's what skinks do.
So I would. Yeah, man. 3. So 2. So I've got 4 attacks.
You do. I might. Do you have the Ramphadon rules? Because is it re-rolls to hit in the first turn of combat or always? I can't remember.
Don't know.
Because Ramphadons don't usually last 2 turns of combat.
Yeah.
Just have a quick check of that because.
Well, I'll need it.
Oh really? Oh no! What have you done? Oh, that's a nightmare.
Andreas, come on, man! You need to help me.
No, you're good. You're good. You can re-roll.
Right.
You can re-roll.
Hey!
Oh my! That's a re-roll. That's literally the exact opposite of the first roll. It's nice.
Right. So strength 4, tough 4.
Yeah. You got that focus
So I've got
as well.
5. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Strength 4, tough 4 with lethal strike. Boom!
Wow.
Look at that.
Gosh,
What's it got?
that could be, yeah, that could be crucial. I'll move that wound
Well-
over to him.
If I survive, it will be.
Yeah, if you survive, then you've done a lot of damage there. So it's going to be 10 attacks this time round. I just need to do 2 wounds to kill you. So I'm going to be hitting on 3s. Good start.
Ooh.
Good start. I'm going to be wounding on 3s. It's pretty good. You got to make a lot
Here
of
we go.
5
How many we got? 6.
Yeah.
Drum roll, please.
5 sixes.
Ah.
Oh, there we go. Bum, 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 bum. Get him out of there.
Well done.
Good game. Good game.
Good game.
Well done indeed.
Okay, so ogres have managed to maintain just more than half of their HP.
Yeah,
of one.
exactly. One
So-
above.
We briefly go back to our host in case there's anything you want to add before we move on.
That is great. There was a lot of interesting action. I'm gonna give you 1 star. I'm gonna give you stars. Sounds very silly. 1 star for having a unit above 50%, and 1 for reducing the other unit below 50%, and another 1 for
Lovely, thank you.
right for the actually tabling the other unit. So that's 3 points here.
Oh, lovely.
Right.
I forgot about that.
Does that work? And that means that you can leave the these units on the field so that we remember what happened.
I
here.
shall.
It's
Proudly.
it's gonna work as psychological warfare against Lucky-Sixes for
Yeah.
the next matches. Because I mean, we know you
Absolutely.
started from this match because you knew that that was an interesting match for you to start. You wanted to
That's
yeah,
it.
make a point.
No, good start for you. Well done.
Thank you.
So Lucky-Sixes, where do you wanna fight next?
We'll go
What's-
number 2. Why
Yeah.
not?
Quadrant 2, nice.
Okay.
And this will be the match
So
between.
I will go. This is the Writers, I believe. The Writers
Yes.
and the Rangers.
All right.
Yes.
What am I doing here?
Brilliant.
All right.
So they're my Writers.
Anything from the chat that we need to know? Have we got a few people?
You have
fluttering,
chosen
Let's
left
see.
deployment zone.
There's Andreas that's sending positive vibes. That they've been working. We've had a lot of 6s, and not all of them were effective, but as it usually is with 6s, all of them were looking good. I
That's
love
it.
the symmetrical roll too. It was impressive. Yeah.
There we go.
Good. So let me see. I can put this into a 90 degrees thingy, and then possibly add another one for the 6 inches here. Right. So this would be 6. This starts here, and then this ends here. All right. Yep.
Lovely.
So,
So
I
in
guess
this
that
one,
the writers should go.
Lucky-Sixes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you deploy first, I think.
Yes, you as Lucky-Sixes chose this quadrant for this particular set of units. So I have got the choice of deployment and to go first. I have chosen to do so. So I am going to go. So knowing that I am going first, I think I'm okay there. Just have a quick look.
Once again, this is forest, hill, and 2 ruins. That's a graveyard composition.
There we go. Yeah, so I'm going to go behind the forest with my rangers. Over to you, Lucky-Sixes.
Cool. What's the range of your crossbows?
30 inches.
Okay. So I ain't getting out of that.
Well, you know, you could.
Cool.
You'd
So
struggle.
I'll go there. I'll vanguard as well to get me hurrying it up.
Yeah, what effect do ruins have on movement? Any? I don't know. Can't remember.
Not in Vanguard, didn't it?
No, I
So-
guess not.
During Vanguard, it's ignored?
Yeah.
All right.
Was that a question or?
There was a question. Yeah, you're right. That's I should I should learn to move the verb when I ask a question in English. Right.
That's fine. Just
Yeah.
let us know if they should all die to ruins, because I'd be fine with that. Yeah. Okay, so there we go. You've done your Vanguard. It is my turn first. Now, I didn't think you. Oh, who's that? I didn't think that you would be on that side of the battlefield, Lucky-Sixes. So that's interesting to me. I thought you'd be holed up behind the hill.
Well, there you go.
Interestingly, yeah,
That's what he likes doing.
you surprised me.
Huh.
So you are within close range. Obviously, I'll put myself behind the forest to give you soft cover, because I thought I was going to be moving forward. So you surprised me. So I think I'm just going to shoot you from here, really. I'm unwieldy, so if I were to move, I could fire and march because I've got light troops. Oh, technically, there should be skirmishers, actually. 1 second. Let me change that. Boom, boom, boom. I'm actually a lot bigger. Yeah, sorry about that. Making a mess of this.
He's cheating.
Yeah, I'm skirmish.
Lucky-Sixes, he's
I know.
cheating.
I've gained like 0.1 inches
Rematch.
out of that.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Not again. So I'll just shoot you from here, I think, because I mean, you know, you can charge me if you want, but I'll shoot you again if you do. So I am crossbows 3 up, and it's just soft cover. So I'm going to be hitting you on 4s, I believe. So let's do it. 12 crossbow shots. Hitting your 4s. Bang on halfway. Nice. Strength is 4. Toughness, resilience is 3. So I'm wounding you on 3. Nice. So that is 5. And I'm AP 1. So do you have your armor save? Are you
Alright.
5 up or are you 6 up?
So my armor is 2, so I'm 5 up.
Now 6 up. AP 1. Oh,
Okay.
it's going well for you. It's going well.
Alright.
Not to make it any worse, but you might want to do a panic test before you take them all away.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Why the hell not? Let's go.
Oh, well done.
They
Well done.
love
Yes.
being shot to death.
They do love it. They love it. They don't care.
That's the
Alright, your
first
turn, mate.
star of the match. Bam, 50%.
Yes.
Like that.
Yeah.
Love
Well.
it.
Okay.
Come get
so,
me.
Absolutely. Right. So I'm light troops, so I'm going to go 60. Undo
You're
that.
not charging me.
Nah.
Oh,
You're good in combat.
Go on. Well, yes, I am.
So-
They're dwarfs.
I think
Just
that
run away.
Rangers are a
It's
great
only gonna-
choice
it's
for
only gonna
this
get
type of
worse.
game.
Well, see, the thing is, I'm better off here. That's weird. Isn't it?
I'm quick to fire. Yeah. I am unwieldy and quick to fire though. So
Maybe I'll do that. What's your movement? 3.
ooh. It's 3.
All right, I'll do that. Let's shoot some 5 shots.
Okay.
Pistols 3 up, quick to fire. So 3s,
I'm a hard target.
4s. 4, strength 4, AP 2. So we're on 4s. 3, AP 2.
Okay. Yeah, I've got heavy armor and and shields, because I paid for those. So 6 up. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going well.
So that is 1 dead.
Yep.
Right, now, you know, I would consider charging you, but as you'll get a stun and shoot, I think I may as well force you to do something to me, because that last round of shooting went rather well.
Didn't it just?
So I'm just gonna shoot you again, mate. Sorry.
Yeah, absolutely.
I suppose I should say sorry after rolling the shooting, but you know, let's see how it goes. So it's the same again. It's hit on 4s because you're still close range. It's just cover, and I haven't moved. So there we go.
Yeah.
Good start.
Yep.
Even better than last time.
But it's
Man,
yeah.
wounding you on 3s. Oh, there you go. It came
There
out a
we
bit.
go.
Just 3.
No, 3. And then I'll
Okay.
panic. No, I'm
You're
fine.
fine. You love it. You love it.
Love being shot to death. Absolutely. Can't get enough.
No way. Over to your
Okay.
turn too. Simple as that.
Well. My turn 3. So let's charge.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right.
Right, we're in.
Yes, yeah, you definitely are.
So I think I have to be over this way a bit. So
Yeah, I'm not.
okay.
I think
Would
I get
so I've got 2
3 in?
attacks. AP 10, strength 4.
absolutely.
So,
It's
I-
straight up. Yeah.
1. Roll to wound. Yeah, AP 2.
Okay, so I've got a 6 up and then a 5 up shield wall. Oh, yeah. I'll just do it on the 6 up.
What's this?
Man.
1 hit. 1 wound. Lethal strike. No, it's not.
Oh, I failed my armor. Hang on. Yeah, there you go.
Whoop.
Well done, horsey. So I'll have
Alright.
6 attacks back. And I am going to be. You defensive skill 3? You probably are, aren't you?
Most probably.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll just
Yes.
double check. I think rangers are offensive skill 4. So bear with me.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. So hit on 3s. And I'm going to be strength is only 3. 3
3.
wounds. Yeah. AP is 0.
Yeah, I'm dead.
It's enough.
Well done.
That's it.
Thank you. That's it. Back to our hosts. Tell us about it.
Keeping it in the ballpark of the 10 minutes very efficiently. That's you're respecting
Yeah.
the timeline.
Oh, he's coming right at me. What can I do?
It's like he's
That
asking
time he didn't
for
even
it.
try and get away from me.
So this means 1 star for being above 50%, 1 star for reducing that below 50%, the opponent's units, and 1 star to reducing it to 0%, actually.
Right. I'm
All
running
right.
away now. I'm happy with that.
So yeah, we have a situation
Yeah.
here where there's 6 points for Hyper G. So Lucky-Sixes, this is your moment. This is the moment.
Hey, I love being the underdog. Coming from beneath, it's fine.
This is the moment to ask Andreas to stop.
Yeah, yeah.
To stop
Please,
rooting
don't
for
stop
Hyper
supporting
G.
I tell you what, Lucky-Sixes, I'm gonna make you an offer. I'm gonna make you an offer in honor of our live stream excitement. If you win the next 2, 3-0 and 3-0, I'm gonna give you a bonus star.
Wow.
There
You
you go.
ledge.
So
Here we go.
you can win this 7-6. That's a one.
I'll gladly take you up on your pity offer.
There you go. Make it interesting. I might take If you win this next one 3-0, I reserve the right to remove that offer.
Well, but
That's it.
I have to say we did make predictions in the thread, in the discussion on the forum, and the next two matches were the closest ones. So yeah, this might still happen. I believe in the 7 star.
It definitely will still happen. Definitely will still happen. I'm coming. This is it. The big comeback. This is what everybody wants. It's the making of a movie. It's making of a movie.
So we're going clockwise, Lucky-Sixes?
Absolutely, mate.
All right, cool. Let's do quadrant 3. Boom, boom. So tell me who this is. This is, yes. Is it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, I was leaving my general till last. Okay, so slaughterers. And I've got a nice, easily rememberable same amount in this.
I'll let you put down, mate. You can choose.
Really? How kind. I didn't expect that. Okay, so basically, yeah, I chose the quadrant again for this one, which meant that you had the decision as to whether or not to deploy first and go first or not. So let's get... Oh, wrong one. Seems as our host is making us do this time.
Yeah, I think that I got into a stupid moment where I felt the need to put the stars in the position of
man. This is hard work, you know.
Right?
Doing it myself.
Now you appreciate me being there and like actually doing something every now and then.
Always. Absolutely.
Finally, recognition. Moment has come.
Yeah. This would be nothing without you, honestly. Okay, right. So I'll choose the right side of deployment where I put the 6 marker. Oh, there you go.
There you go.
You're going to help out there. Good man, good man. So I'm going to play it. This corner hole thing is working out quite nice for me. So I'm going to go just here with my slaughterers.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Over to you, Lucky-Sixes.
Right, I will go here. Your turn first.
Yeah, brilliant. All right. Am I just about in deployment, or do I need to move back a bit?
Just a tad, possibly, just to be the annoying guy.
No, you're fine.
How much should
there you go.
I'm zooming like crazy.
Happy?
All right, I'm that kind of guy.
That's fine. Right, so I'm gonna move. I've got 5 inches of movement if I don't march. So I'll go 2 inches to there, and then staying on the board just about 3 inches to there, and then I'm gonna go another 2 to there. So I've got 3 left with a march. And 1 and 1. Nice bit of lefty righty, and that's me. Over to you, Lucky-Sixes. Your turn.
Lovely job. Well, I've got 14, so I'll go 14 to there.
Okay, so I can't see you, and I don't think you can see me, but either way, I'm gonna make sure you can't. So my turn 2, racing through it.
Wow.
This was always going to be a quick one because neither of us has any combat. There you go. I'll just move 1 inch sideways so you can't see me.
Cool.
Over to your turn 2.
Yeah.
And can I remind you that after this one, you only have 1 turn each to play. This is interesting. Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, yeah. He's gone back. I think Lucky-Sixes forgot he was on a time limit.
Okay. So
So that's
Yeah,
I mean it's it's slowing down the action, but it's also showing that the whole concept of 3 turns, 1 unit versus 1 can be very different things. Like
Tactical.
Yeah, more shooting, more combat, more avoidance. Who knows?
Bring it on.
Yeah, cool. Good man. Good man.
Who needs
That's
a charge
cool. No, that's
bonus? It's like, why?
Yeah. That takes away your lances. That's fine. So into demons turn 3.
Last.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm not going to let you charge so that you get your lances in your turn 3, and likewise, I'm not going to be able to avoid you. So I will charge you, of course, guessing you're not going to flee it.
No, I'll say I can't. I'm fearless.
Are you fearless? Oh, that's handy. Boom! Let's do this.
Okay.
So, I think my agility. I mean, you're dread elves, so you're going to be higher
I'm
riders, aren't you?
Yeah. Mhm.
So, if you're fearless, then you don't have to worry about it.
6 and 2.
You're 6, aren't you?
Yeah.
Agility 6. So my guy's on top first, hitting on 2s.
I'm
Because of, like,
defensive skill 5. Defensive skill 5. I think you're offensive 5, aren't you?
I'll have a look. Yeah, offensive
Yeah,
5.
I think we're equal.
Lightning recoil.
5 and 5.
Okay, so
So it's going to be 3s.
It's defensive 5 as well. That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah, they're slaughterers. Slaughterers, baby.
Yeah, I thought they'd be like a offensive skill heavy, so that's good. Okay, so hitting
Yeah,
on 4
they're both.
3s. So
Mhm.
2 don't. So 4 go through. And I'm your toughness 4.
No, that's where it comes down. Wrath, resilience 3, slaughterers. So you're going to be
Cool, so
wounding
I'm
me on 3.
3s with rerolling 1s.
Nice. Oh,
Nah.
unlucky.
Right, over to you then, mate.
I do
yeah.
have. Technically, I've got armor on Wrath, which is interesting. I'm actually armor 2, so with your being AP 1, I've got 3 6-ups followed by 3 5-ups. Oh, so that's the 6-ups. None of those. And then 5-ups, so 2 die. Good old demonic saves. Help me out a little bit.
That's it, mate.
So yeah, my slaughterers are agility 5 on the charge, so that will be before your raptors. So I've got 10 of the little beauties. And I think your defensive skill is 5, isn't it?
Yep.
So, going to be hitting on 4s. Okay, nice and average. And I'm going to be... Now, I've got hell axes, so I am strength 5, AP 2 always.
Oh no, 3s then, because I'm res 4.
Ooh, nice.
Yep. And I'm 4-ups, AP 2.
Yes. Nice.
3.
That's unlucky, mate. It was all about your armor.
And yeah, my raptors are 2 attacks if pop. So hitting on 4s.
Yep. That's right.
And wounding on
Making it hard.
3s.
Bam.
So
Yeah,
they are
you
AP
got
1.
2. Yeah, so I'm going to be 6-ups, 5-ups again. So no armor and 1 Aegis. So that is going to tip it in my favour.
Yep.
It's 3-3 in combat res, and yeah.
And the charge.
So-
Should keep me there.
Yeah, so I think you're going to be discipline 9.
Yep.
I do cause
minus
fear, but
1,
you're
good.
fearless, so that won't.
Uh,
So I will reform as the victor. I'm just going to get an extra gentleman, because they are mild-mannered, into the combat. There you go. And into the final turn for you, Lucky-Sixes.
Yep. So let's go back to combat. So my 3 attacks, 2 hits, 1 wound, rerolling ones. Yeah, so 2 wounds.
2 wounds, very nice. So again, I've got 6 up followed by 5 up. Ooh. 1. He just saved me again. So that guy who moved into the back rank is now dead. Unlucky. Over to the sorcerers themselves. So now I'm down to 8. So I'm going to be hitting on 4s again. Perfectly average. Wounding on 3s. Nice. Oh.
Come on, man.
Hey, sorry, mate.
Right. So,
I don't let up.
4 up,
Oh,
1 die.
It was good effort. Yeah, it's good effort.
Right, 4
Come
attacks
on, horses.
back.
Not horses, they're raptors.
Oh,
3 hits.
interesting.
2 wounds. No, 3 wounds.
No, 3 wounds.
3 wounds.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
pretty
Bring it
good.
on.
So 6 up. Uh-oh.
5
5
up.
up.
Whoa!
Uh-oh. It's going to get you some stars.
All
It's gonna get you some
right.
stars.
Good one.
Finally. Stars.
Yeah. There you go. So that's the end of that. I lose that combat 4-1, and there's no other static res.
Yeah.
So I'll lose 3 more models. Not quite because of. Oh no, actually, this isn't quick starter rules, is it? So technically, I'll take.
No,
a
that's
test,
the
won't I?
you take a test for this one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take a test first.
Oh.
There you
Alright.
go. So what's their discipline? The discipline is 7, which is what I've rolled, so I would lose 3.
Yeah. All right.
So those are the 3 that I've removed. So that's fine.
same
Yeah.
effect.
So yeah, I think if you had another turn, Lucky-Sixes, it would probably go your way, but unfortunately you don't.
Yeah, would have grinded out. I shouldn't have let you go first, really. I'm thinking something different in my head.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, you thought you probably had another extra turn, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I don't.
Bit unfortunate on your armor the first turn of combat there. If you save
Yeah,
all
I
of
get a
them,
few more attacks.
then I think
Yeah, because the
you know, it
Raptors are
goes
as
your
good
way.
as the Novellas, so.
Yeah, especially if you don't charge, they are definitely. Cool. So, you've already added the stars for us there. Was it 1 apiece? Was it? Because we were both down to less than 50%.
Yep. Exactly.
Cool.
And so,
So
now we're
unfortunately, I
left
can't-
with the big match.
I can't. Yeah, I
With
can't
the big
offer
one.
you quite as much of a good deal as I did.
No,
beforehand.
it's not going to be quite as spectacular for me, is it?
No, I might
Oh,
offer
well.
you 2 bonus stars if you win 3-0.
I don't want your
But,
pity stars.
Yeah, I
Keep
don't
your
think it's
star.
going to matter. To...
He's gonna
Show
get
him
the
up your
blood.
star.
Who cares about the stars? It's about blood. But do you wanna introduce the two big guys a bit in more detail for the last match, while I
Yeah.
prepare the deployment zones so that I contribute to the.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, we'll sit back and just relax for a few seconds, shall we? Yeah, that's brilliant. So this is my general coming into bat.
Mhm.
Yeah,
The Goblin
and this is
King.
mine as well.
Okay.
So how are
He's-
they
he's armored,
kitted? What are
And he's a
they?
giant.
Yeah, so Armour Giant is from the Infernals book, isn't he?
Mhm.
Yeah,
So he's got a bit of armour. And
4 up.
the
some would
Goblin
say.
King is, 4 up, indeed. And the Forest Goblin King has a 2 up rerollable, followed by a somewhat pointless 5 up Aegis, which he can only take if he doesn't reroll his armor save. So I made a little bit of a mistake in this setting by choosing that particular loadout, because I didn't realize at the time that if I rerolled my armor, I didn't get to take a special save. But not worried about that, because that's just one of those things. I decided to stick with it as opposed to change it for the Death Cheater, which would have been a lot better choice of loadout for a Goblin King. Anyway, I'm rambling, so there you go. In this one, I chose the Quadrant for this particular fight again, which means Lucky-Sixes has deployed first and is going to go first, I imagine.
Absolutely.
I'm cheating again, have I? No, I'm not.
No, that's perfect.
You're all right.
Cool. Yeah.
All right,
let's
so-
do that.
And in this quadrant, we have a field, which is over on your side. At the top of this quadrant,
It
we
is.
have an impassable terrain. And by me is a
Mhm.
forest. That's my home.
Yeah.
Which is odd,
Absolutely,
because
and I
you're the
want-
forest goblin.
I'm the forest goblin. I want that home.
Yeah, that's it. Maybe I've
Bit of a
invaded
man.
while you're out in the shops.
Yeah.
You're going to pick up
Grizzly
your
goes shopping.
weekly, your weekly 6-pack of non-alcoholic
Grizzly
beer.
juice.
Who does that? Right, let's go.
Right.
So,
Come and get me. Come and get me.
you are movement 7. So, I want to leave you a nice fat juice. Are you Swiss Ride? You are, aren't you?
I am.
Fat,
I'm on a
juicy.
huntsman spider.
I'll leave you a 9. Leaving me a 9. Nah, you're going to
We're
fail
both
an
movement
8.
7, aren't we?
Yeah, you're going to fail
Yeah,
an
we're,
8.
we're both movement 7, but you haven't got Swift Stride, so no.
Yeah. Right, over to you.
All right, cool. Well, I don't think attrition works in my favour in this particular setting, and I've also got a bow, so I am going to do the coward's thing and move ever so
If
slightly
If
backwards.
that bow does anything, to me. Ugh.
So I'll move 3.5 backwards so that I can still stay on the board, and I'll do a shot. So here we go. Unfortunately, I'm long range
Nope.
and I move.
Yeah.
So I was hitting on
No.
5s. But there's always next turn unless you charge me. So yeah, come and get me. I've got a lance, so it would be in your interest to go for broke. Come on. Over to your turn too.
So, I know what you like. So,
What do you mean you know what I'm like?
I know what you like.
What are you leaving me? What are you leaving me this time? You left me at, what did you leave me last time? An 8?
So 16
You left me at
inches.
10 last
16,
time, didn't you?
yeah.
How did I? Let's leave it a bit closer then. Go on then. Let's see what you do. Over to you.
Charge! Let's do it. As much as I'd love to wound you with my bow, let's have some combat for the fortunate viewers. Let's see what my general can
Yeah.
do. It's going to be 3 turns of combat if I make it. So there we go. I'm
Yes,
in.
you do.
I'm in. Boom, 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 boom. Charging. Let's do it.
Over to you.
Yeah, so my agility is higher, obviously, but I do have to take. Oh, that's a
That's a
trademark
triangulate.
background noise. Yeah, nice. I do have to take a terror fear test though, because obviously your
Yes, you
giant
do.
is gribbly. So here we go. Oh yeah, well of course, not a
Nice.
problem. I'm just double checking that I definitely chose a lance. I did, didn't I? So the Goblin King will attack first with 4 attacks. He's got poisoned attacks, of course. I'm offensive skill 5, so I'm going to be hitting on 3s.
Yep.
With poison. Oh, no poison. And with a lance, I'm going to be strength 6, so I'm going to be wounding you on 3s. Boom.
That's 2 wounds.
Yes, so that makes you a little bit more angry.
I am angry. I think your spider goes next.
But Yes, and he's going to deal with the business. So 3 attacks. He's going to be offensive skill 3, so I'm going to be wounding hitting on 3s, but with poison, of course. Again. Oh, it was hitting on 4s. I might have said 3s there. Slip of the tongue. So that's 1, and I'm going to be strength 4 and be wounding on 5. And you probably wouldn't have minded if I've actually got that through, but I didn't. So 2 extra attacks for you. What can you do?
Lovely. So I'm up to 7 attacks, hitting on 4s.
Ouch.
Oh, here we go.
This is the time. This is the one.
Here we go. He's angry. Rage, some would say. Strength is 5. Res is
4, I believe. Yep, 4.
4 wounds, sir. AP 2.
Squishy time. Okay. So my 2 up goes to 4 up. So I'll see how I get on, really. How many was that? Was that 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, 4.
AP 2.
So I can either take that and take 2 wounds, or I can re-roll it and not get a special save. So I'd have to re-roll all of us. No.
No.
Is it just 2
ones you miss? Yeah.
So I've got to re-roll. I've got to re-roll the 2. Yeah. Woohoo! Sorry. I mean, what can I say?
Oh, that reroll
that
issue. Wow.
Right.
Okay.
Lovely. So on to your turn 3.
No, so I'm not unbreakable, am I?
Oh no, you're not. Yeah.
So I'll roll my discipline test, which I'm not looking forward to.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh man. Well, obviously I'm running after you.
Yeah. I rolled 5.
Bam. Oh, unbelievable. There you go.
I can't believe this game. I cannot believe it.
I mean, that loadout is the only one you can take. That's it. You did.
Oh, I can't believe it.
You.
What's happening?
Yep. There you go. Smooshed.
Yeah.
I think I might have narrowly sneaked that.
Damn.
Yeah. It was close. It was close all the way, really.
So back to our hosts. We are finished.
That was mighty interesting. That's I think I underestimated the Forest Goblin King. Respect for the dude. What's the name of the guy then?
Gribsley.
Gribsley.
It was pretty good.
Gribsley. Yeah. He's my general for a reason. I mean, that armor of his is just something else.
Wow, that's he did his job. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the. What are your impressions about the format? How much of a tactical amusement does it offer, and all the rest of the strategic for the pairings? What should we change in this, and should we change points, as Little Joe suggested?
I'll let Lucky Sixes speak first.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of units still out there that's for 300 points. I think your issue comes with characters, because not many characters come under 300 points.
Mm.
And can still get
otherwise, yeah. Otherwise they're naked, and obviously like a unit of shooters would just kill them, really. But the units wise, I had a list of 20, 25 really. So that was quite cool to come up with all the different things. I think sometimes there's some units you will never see. So like, my first thought was the wraiths, because wraiths are quality. Got about 8 wraiths, but obviously the crumble would have killed them. So that's one. So the army wide rules might be I don't know whether you want to do an army wide rule for each one.
Yeah, I think that this is kind of a difficult issue to solve. One possibility might be that if we up the points and we still say that there's the possibility of getting one unit, we can allow characters to be joined to the unit. So, for example, if we say, I don't know, 450 points, that means that certain types of units might have a necromancer embedded within it.
Yeah.
But crucially, they still have to remain one entity, because we don't want 2 separate movements. It's just one-on-one. So the characters cannot leave the unit and be separate.
Jump ship. Yeah.
That's for example one possibility. But
yeah. I mean, there's still another one I was looking at again down the vampires route. Was 53 zombies, which would have been cool. I think that would have been an interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what else would it be now?
Be going nowhere.
In this case, you could do 35 zombies and 1 character. Would that work?
Yeah.
So that could be also some magic phase plus the strangeness of the combat. Yeah, that might be fun.
But yeah, no, in terms of the lists, I thought they're quite cool. The assassins look quite cool as well. I was interested in looking at them.
Yeah.
But yeah, on the thing, I think Vanguard is quite. I know it didn't seem it with me controlling it, but Vanguard I think can be quite important. So Vanguard units I think are good. But yeah.
And otherwise, we have no magic here. Hyper G, what do you think about having magic? Is that
one of my options, 2 of my options that I had in backup, depending on what Lucky-Sixes chose, because obviously to some extent you are countering what your opponent chooses. But 2 of the options that I did have considered were magic based. As Lucky-Sixes has mentioned a couple of his backups, I'll mention what they were. One of them was a Greater Totem Beast Chieftain. Because I thought that having a few, he's got 4 bounce spells, so you're going to get a few of them off. Even if you get a poor Flux Guard, you're going to get a couple of spells off, and he's pretty combat-y, just naked anyway. So that was one of my options, which would have seen magic. So that's quite a cool option. My other one was a double missile Skink Priest. Would have been kind of cool, because he could have got some missiles off and still been movement 6 to escape anyone coming near him.
Yeah.
Obviously, with the right matchup, obviously Vanguard would have put him in a lot of trouble. But that was another option of mine. And I think magic is still very viable in this setting. Just as it happened, the choices that we made and the back and forth, we decided not to do it. But I think it's a very fun, quick way of exploring the units.
Yeah, and I think that with the terrain and the fact that there's some variety in the positioning of the terrain, and you get some control of in which quadrant you're gonna play, that can become really a viable option. Like, having a mage that can hide if it's mobile enough. That might be I don't know how they feel with the conclave type of units, Briar, maidens, that kind of thing. And so meaning that they could do magic but also function as a unit with a different hit points count, for example, for the 50% kind of thing. That's also
it's tough to know. Points tweaks would be difficult, wouldn't it? You'd probably just see how it goes, and then if they become indestructible, then probably look at it then.
You want to keep it as low as possible, really.
The changes need to be
otherwise
minimal.
you get huge Death Stars, and I think because
like your zombies,
perhaps. Exactly. But like in normal lists, you're gonna have probably 450 points is a standard, an average unit. But then you can have some that's less, and some the shoot. I think you're gonna see a lot of shooting in this, because shooting things can shoot and going to combat. So they automatically have 2 phases. And then, as you said, you mentioned like Briar Maidens and things. Anything that's got those as well, and because they have poison javelins, I think, as well. I think anything like that becomes really, really good. So you you don't want them, because they can do in every single phase, and they'll kill the Slaughterers easy, I think, because they got so much movement. Those are magic and phases.
Do you think that in this respect, then, does it mean that the terrain should play a larger role? Did you feel that there was not enough terrain, that there wasn't varied enough, that it wasn't playing much of a role? Do we need to change something about that?
It did in the one. It made a difference in the one with the hill with the Dread Knights, because it meant that he could hide. So, in a way, it's kind of. I think the hills are good.
The Rangers use the forest as well.
Yeah, you can't really have too much more. I don't think. It'd be hard, maybe, to put it more centrally, but you'd struggle for it to really, because even without us, we're going straight into it, not really thinking too much. We were able to dodge most of it quite easily.
Yeah.
So.
But do you think that that the players should get control on where terrain is positioned. Then.
Yeah.
I think that might make it too long.
Yeah.
I think having set battlefields would probably be better. Make it a really quick game, so that really you can do these 10-minute, 15-minute battles.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the pros of the whole thing. I mean, as a suggestion, you might want to consider maybe a 4th turn, because 3 turns kind of is very short. And if there's minimal activity, a 4th turn might not be a bad thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't know what you think about that, Lucky-Sixes.
Yeah, I'd agree. I think, although all ours are done in 3, really.
Well, I think that the one with the slaughterers and the knights, and if you had another turn, maybe
you could have gone round the hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. 4
But
turns.
I think it's great.
Nice. And actually, I think it worked because we are below the 1 hour and a half mark. So that's kind of reasonable for this kind of thing.
Yeah, happy with that.
My missus will be.
Sorry?
He says his missus will
My
be
wife
pleased.
will be pleased.
All right, I hadn't heard that. Yeah, it's
sleep,
good that it can be done compatibly.
You can sleep on the sofa rather than the cupboard tonight.
Yeah, that's it. And my really terrible technology lasted. So.
Yeah. Exactly. That's a good mark then to keep in mind for the future. Let's see if there was some comment before saying bye. Oh, the banter is the fun part. Yeah, thank you.
Probably about my incredibly great rolling skills.
300.
I think possibly swayed it slightly.
Yeah, that's the. No, yeah, there was a comment about the number of points for 300 being faster than 450. Yeah, and with the 4 turns. So maybe 3 matches instead of 4, but with 4 turns and 450 points. That might be kind of a compromise because, as I said, this 1 hour and a half thing it kind of works for everybody. All right, good, excellent. So that's we have some guidelines for the next match, and we'll see who will raise hands for playing the next match as well. PTG.
We're here if you need us. That's
Make
what
it
I'll
a
say.
serious.
They're getting bored of us now, though, so we'll happily move aside if someone wants to go.
Well, actually, you're gonna have some activity on your channel for the quick start series anyway, right? Is that the plan?
Yeah. Mention our channel again. Yeah, do that. Yeah.
Plug.
Yeah, we'll have a quick starter video. Will be going up as soon as possible, and we'll probably do a video for this as well. Just to keep the fans interested, those who missed the live stream or whatnot. So yeah.
Yeah, the next month or so should have quite a lot of good videos on us. So we've got if you've been following it, the Wooden Spoon Cup finals coming up soon.
Yeah. Last 3 matches. What is that? What's left?
Yeah.
The semi-finals has now gone up. So,
it's 4. All right.
Yeah. We'll have battle number 50, which is a big one. I shall say no
massive battle.
And then we'll have like a little wrap up, and we still got a few tournaments and stuff to go to as well. So loads still to come.
All right, good material.
Come see us.
Very nice.
Proxy Table Gaming.
Shameless plugging.
I'm actually typing the name of the channel in the search box every single time.
Oh, thank you.
Like, instead of clicking it, it's like getting in there. That's I like the physicality of it. Well, anyway, so that's enough on this topic. Covert and very good. So we stay in touch. We finalize all the details and we come back at you with another episode sometime soon. Whenever we feel like it. Cool. Thank you, guys.
See you later.
Bye, guys. Thank you.